So what are the types of recursion possible? There are certain methods on which we are going to differentiate between the types. If the function calls are made directly or indirectly, so the manner in which the function calls are made, according to that, we say that it is a direct recursion or indirect recursion. If there is a direct call to the function itself, it's a direct recursion. If the function is calling another function, which is calling the first function, it is called indirect recursion. I'll give you an example, don't worry. Then we have a tailed recursion on a no-tailed recursion. Now, whether there is any operation pending at recursive call, then it is a no-tailed recursion. If there is some operation pending at each recursive call, then it is called as no-tailed recursion. Tailed recursion हमें चाहिए, हम नहीं चाहते कि कोई operation pending हो हर recursive call पे, because stack will take more space to store that data. So we definitely prefer tailed recursion. We'll see with example, don't worry. Then we have linear or tree recursion, the method in which we are breaking the problem into sub problems. According to that, जो भी हमारा pattern of substructure है, उसके according we have tree recursion or linear recursion. Let us now try to understand the difference between all of them one by one. So let us first take what is direct and indirect recursion. So when I'm talking about direct recursion, what is happening in this case is, supposedly I'm having some function which is having some integer, and within some condition it is going to say call return. Say I'm calling supposedly that it is factorial function only, so it is calling function into n-1. It is supposed to have the base case here, don't worry. So this is a direct call to the function itself from the function. This is a direct case of recursion. When I'm calling the function from within itself, it is direct recursion. What do I mean by indirect recursion now? Now, in case of indirect recursion, I am having function say f1 which is having some integer n. It is having something and it at a point calls function f2 on some n or n-1. It might not be calling for n-1, might be calling for n only, and so on. There is another function f2 which is taking some integer, say a, and from here it is calling function f1 again from a-1 or a divided by 1 or whatever. It can have any pattern of breaking. This is just an example. So here the recursion is happening. Whenever you call f1, f1 will call f2, f2 will call f1. So this is a case of indirect recursion. In this case, the function f1 is not calling itself directly, but it is being called from within a function which it is calling. This is the case of indirect recursion. इसमें base case आपको यहाँ देना है या यहाँ, wherever you are giving it is important. Otherwise, it becomes an indefinite call. Another very important kind of recursion is a tail recursion. Tail and no tail recursion. Now let us see the example that we were taking for factorial only. What we were doing is we are having that some factorial function for n. It is having base case if n is equal to 1, I am returning 1. Otherwise, I am returning n multiplied by factorial of n minus 1. Now this is a case of no tail recursion. Now what do I mean by no tail recursion? No tail recursion here only simply means the fact that every time the function is called, after calling the function, I will have to multiply it with n. So there is some task which is still pending. That means when I will be excuse me, when I will be saving this in the stack, when I'm calling the function say for factorial 5, So what I have to do is factorial 5 into factorial 4 is to be done. So whenever I will be returning from this factorial 4, I will have to multiply it with some operation is left and then I will be returning. This takes more space and needs more time on the stack. So this is something we do not want. रिकर्सिव कॉल से बाहर आने के बाद हम नहीं चाहते कि देयर आर मोर पेंडिंग टास्क्स लेफ्ट. सो हाउ डू वी रिमूव दिस रिकर्जन? अगर हमें नहीं चाहिए नो टेल रिकर्जन तो हम इसको कैसे रिमूव कर सकते हैं? देयर इज वी कैन try removing this no-tail recursion by using some additional parameters. Let's try to see how can we do this. I am going to do the same using no-tail recursion method where there are no residual operations after the function call is over. यहाँ पे आप recursive call से वापस आने के बाद इस recursive call से वापस जाने के लिए you have to do this additional task. So when you are returning from the recursive call, there are still operations which are left. They are no tail recursive functions. Tail recursive function में एक में से बाहर आओगे, दूसरे में से बाहर आओगे, and with a tail you are coming out and no pending tasks are there. Same thing doing using tail recursion. Let us see how it can be done. Now when I am calling the function for integer n, in this case now I am calling another function. Within this function, say I am calling factorial 1 and this factorial 1 I am calling on n comma 1. We'll just understand what does this mean. One is the additional parameter that we are taking. Now we are taking integer factorial 1 where I have an integer n and I have two parameters, so I have to take both the parameters. It is the residual value that I am saying, or the result, you can say, whatever your result is coming, that result, initial result is one that you have taken. So if base condition is coming also here, this is not a recursive function anymore. Factorial 1 is a recursive function now. This is no more a recursive function. Now if n is equal to 1, definitely you have to return the residual result value. Return result, which is 1 in this case. If you are not returning the result, then now you are returning the same function factorial 1. You are calling the same function, but the process is happening here. You are calling this for n minus 1 comma n into result. So what is happening now? There is no tail recursion. When you are coming out from this function call, whenever you will be coming out from this function call, no more multiplication needs to be done. At the time of calling the function, whatever calculation has to be done, that has been done. Once we are over the recursion, we need not do any multiplication. So this is an example of tail recursion, and we try to convert no tail recursion into tail recursion using additional parameters such as the result parameter that we have taken here. We create another function with that parameter, and this is now the recursive function. Are you all able to understand what I am trying to say over here? If I am going to dry run this example, in this case, what is happening is, supposedly I am again calling factorial for 5. I have called factorial 5. So when I am calling this factorial for 5, I am calling this factorial 1. Initially, I am calling this factorial 1 for 5 comma 1. In my stack, the initial call to this function has been given. Now, and earlier I have called factorial for 5. Fine. This is not a recursive call, but this is how they will be stored in the stack. When I am calling for 5 comma 1, now n is not 1, n is 5. I will be returning factorial. Now here there is a recursive call to n minus 1, which is 4. So I am calling factorial of 4 comma, here I am multiplying n with the result. So 5 into 1 मैंने कर दिया यहाँ पे. So I am calling 4 comma 5. Again, when it goes to recursive call for factorial 4 comma 5, 4 is not 1. Again, I am returning what? I am calling factorial for 3 comma, I have multiplied this 5 and 4. So I am calling 3 comma 20. This is my recursive call. Then when again I am going to call 3 is not is equal to 1, I will again be calling factorial. I will be calling factorial for 2 comma result into n. N is 3, 3 into 20 is 60. Finally, when I will be again calling 2 comma 60 के लिए, it is again not 1. If n is 1 only, then the result is to be, again it is called, it is factorial 1 is yet again called for 1 comma, I am multiplying 2 with the result, so it is 1 comma 120. Now from here when I am calling this, now n is equal to 1, now 120 is returned. Now 120 is returned from here, 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 here. So all the function calls आप एक साथ वापस आ गए, and the final result that goes to factorial 5 is 120. So after you are returning from one function call, there is no task to be done. Such recursive function is called as a tail recursion, and we want tail recursion because it is more quick and it takes lesser space on the stack. अगर हम multiplication stack पे कर रहे थे returning के time पे, it was taking more space. Here it is not taking more space and we are returning immediately. This is tail recursion. This is what is recommended over no tail recursion. Linear recursion means when I am breaking the problem, I am breaking the problem linearly. So that I am breaking a problem into n into something multiplied by n minus 1 of the problem. So if I am breaking a problem such that I am breaking the problem into tn and some function plus t of n minus 1. So if I am breaking the problem linearly n से लेके 1 तक हर बार 1 1 1 1 reduce कर रहे हैं, this is called as linear recursive problem. आप चाहे n minus 1 लो चाहे n minus 2 लो, it is again recursive. n minus something, it is going linearly. That is linear recursion. Now when you are calling it only once every time, what do I mean by tree or non-linear recursion? Non-linear recursion का case है Fibonacci series, like we have seen. What happens in Fibonacci series, if I am calling say Fibonacci for 5, now it will call Fibonacci twice, it will call Fibonacci for 4, it will call Fibonacci for 3. This is not linear recursion. This is not once called to the same function. This is a tree or a non-linear recursion. ऐसा हो सकता है किसी एग्जाम्पल में 10 times अलग अलग recursive calls हो रही हो. It is possible. This is only a binary tree coming out in this Fibonacci case, but it is only an example. So this is Fibonacci 2. This will again be broken in Fibonacci 2 and Fibonacci 1. Now Fibonacci 2 and 1 cannot be broken further. This 3 will again be broken into Fibonacci 2 and Fibonacci 1. So this is the method in which recursive calls will be made. So this is non-linear. I am not moving. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? You are calling say factorial of n, which is calling factorial of n minus 1, which is calling factorial of n minus 2, and so on till 1. So these are happening in linear method. These are happening in non-linear or a tree method. This is what the kind of sub-problem that we are breaking our problem into. According to that, the pattern with which the recursion is called can be linear or non-linear or a tree method, tree recursion. Is it clear what do I mean by linear recursion and a tree या non-linear recursion एक ही बात है. So these are the basic types of recursion that we are talking about.